All right, we're gonna get these season awards popping for y'all real quick. All right. So let's run through it, man. We had an interesting season going on here. We had some things happen a little bit different this year. Somewhat status quo, but there's some new faces on the docket. New faces on the docket here. So we're gonna go through each award. For 2025 season 6 MVP is Chris Simpson for the Jags running back. Chris had 2,881 rushing yards and 34 touchdowns this year. So he coming off another stellar season. I think this is the second season in a row that he's led his team in rushing and been up there in the upper echelon in rushing. So yeah, man, give Chris a shout outs, man. My guy Los over there getting his working on the run game. Darius Gates came in second. Joe Mixon came in third on that MVP voting. So all runners are still king. Running is still king. All right, so we start with AFC, and much like the MVP gets the Offensive Player of the Year for the AFC, Chris Simpson, he's Offensive Player of the Year. We read his stats already. NFC Offensive Player of the Year was Aaron Jones for the Packers. Aaron had 2,120 yards and 27 touchdowns. And it's interesting because the leading rusher for the AFC was actually about 700 or so yards more than the NFC. So it looked like the NFC is a passing conference and the AFC is a running conference. So yeah, 2,881 versus 2,120. 34 touchdown versus 27. So yeah, man. Yeah, runners is a king in the AFC and passing is king in the NFC. Oh man. All right, so moving over back to the AFC real quick. So defensive player of the year was Jeremy Chin for the Dolphins, who's playing currently in the Super Bowl right now. Safety for the Dolphins, he had 92 total tackles, 52 solos, 1 tackle for loss, 11 picks, and 13 pass breakups. And so not many surprises in NFC. Again, I think he's two or three time defensive player of the year, Tyree Ashmore for the Vikings. He had 82 total tackles, down from last year, ironically. 47 solos, 17 tackles for loss, 15 INTs, and 4 pass breakups. So yeah, Tyree's definitely getting busy in that Vikings defense. So moving over to AFC again, we're gonna go Offensive Rookie of the Year. Johnny Webster. The Jaguars are doing pretty well for themselves offensively. Johnny Webster is a wide receiver for the Jaguars. He rolled in 602 yards receiving and 19 touchdowns as a rookie. That's impressive. That's definitely impressive. And the NFC, to hit a little bit, NFC was the quarterback Cody Nolan for Joe's Cowboys, and he amassed 3,351 passing yards, 24 touchdowns, and only 22 picks. So he took home the crown for Offensive Rookie of the Year for the NFC. Defensive Rookie of the Year for the NFC was a guy by the name of Montrell Barlow, who's playing in the Super Bowl as well. He was like 4th or 5th on the depth chart at safety for the Panthers, but he played because he had 43 solos, 10 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, 9 picks, and 4 pass breakups. The boy's all over the field. He's like 5'9". Craziness. And I'm not gonna spend much time on this, but the AFC guy was Julius Jones for the Titans, which was CPU led. So 63 solos, 4 tackles for loss, 4 picks, 12 pass breakups. Yeah. All right. So moving over to best quarterback. Best quarterback, as I alluded to, talking about the quarterbacks in the Super Bowl. Jacob Eason was the best quarterback for the AFC. He had 4,282 yards passing, 52 touchdowns, and 36 picks. NFC was Tyree Jackson. Tyree Jackson for the Panthers, he had 4,758 yards, 54 touchdowns, and 33 picks. So yeah, big years for them guys. Best running back. No surprise here. This is real quick. Aaron Jones and Chris Simpson. Ain't no need to get, deep dive in that. We already knew they won MVP and Offensive Player of the Year, so naturally they're going to be best running back. All right, so best wide receiver for the AFC is Rico Gafford. Rico Gafford pulled in 1,566 receiving yards and 24 touchdowns for Browns who were run dominant. The Browns team was very run dominant, and they definitely definitely got Rico the ball hot and heavy, which is interesting because Baker didn't get any upgrades, I noticed, but he got Rico the ball. I'd tell you that much. But yeah, Rico wins best wide receiver of the year for the Browns. The best wide receiver for the NFC was DJ Chark, and who was traded, I believe, in the offseason from the Jags to the Bears. Well, I guess he wanted to make way for Johnny Webster. So DJ pulled in 1,900 yards, 1,947, and 13 touchdowns. Yeah, he definitely had a good year. Although he was 6-10, he definitely had a good year himself. The best O-lineman. I'm not going to leave O-lineman out there, B-Man. I'm not going to leave him out. So Quentin Nelson was the best O-lineman for the Cowboys, who was traded all season from the Colts to the Cowboys. He only allowed 3 sacks in 803 snaps throughout the whole season. 803 snaps, only gave up 3 sacks. So the AFC was Ronnie Stanley. I think Ronnie Stanley's running this board 2 or 3 years in a row. He only allowed 4 sacks in 691 snaps for the Ravens. So that was good. That was good for them as well. 2 superstar O-linemen, one's a tackle, one's a guard. All right, so moving over to best D lineman, we got Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett had 58 tackles, 20 sacks, 10 tackles for loss, and 1 forced fumble. Crazy stats. And it was going to be interesting to talk about this because Myles had 20 sacks, but his counterpart on the other side, Charlie Elliott, is in this mix too with 19 sacks. So clearly the Browns are getting to the quarterback early and often. So the NFC D lineman was Brian Burns, no surprise. Jokey has that man looking all world, looking like Von Miller / Lawrence Taylor. He had 47 tackles, total tackles, 14 sacks, 4 tackles for loss, and 4 forced fumbles. Best linebacker for the NFC was Lorenzo Carter. Now, the Giants had a down year in 3-13, but Lorenzo Carter didn't care. He had 65 total tackles. He had 10 tackles for loss, 10.5 sacks, 2 picks, and 3 pass breakups. Man was all over the field. Field general in his finest. And AFC, like I alluded to, is Charlie Elliott, X Factor linebacker for the Browns. He had 50 total tackles, 10 tackles for loss, 19 sacks. Myles had 20. He had 19 and 1 pass breakup. So he was not only sacking the quarterback, he was in pass coverage as well. So shouts out to him. Best DB for the NFC was Tyree Ashmore. No surprise. Tyree Ashmore and Jeremy Chin, clearly both defensive players of the year. They want to go win best DB. That's just, it is what it is. It just is what it is. So, like I said, we read off his stats already. And like I said, Jeremy Chin was the other guy. So he was the other guy, as you can see. And to round it out, best kicker was Josh Lambo for the Jags. And Matt Gay for the Seahawks. So yeah, that rounds out your awards for this year. So like I said, Chris Simpson was your MVP, best running back and offensive player of the year. Aaron Jones was best running back and offensive player of the year for NFC. Jeremy Chin and Tyree Ashmore took home defensive player of the year as well as best DB. We got a lot of repeats here. Offensive rookie of the year was Johnny Webster and Cody Nolan. Defensive rookie of the year was Montreal Barlow and Julius Jones. Best quarterback was Jacob Eason and Tyree Jackson. And best running back was Chris Simpson and Aaron Jones. Like we said, Rico Gafford and DJ Chark took home best wide receiver. Ronnie Stanley and Quentin Nelson were offensive lineman of the year. D lineman was Myles Garrett and Brian Burns. Best linebacker was Charlie Elliott and Lorenzo Carter. And best DB was Jeremy Chin and Tyree Ashmore. Best kicker was Matt Gay and Josh Lambo. That's gonna wrap it, man. That's gonna wrap it. It's our best award. So let's look at the Pro Bowl real quick. Let's see if I can load the video, honestly, because I think that's over. Yeah, so I'm gonna load the video real quick. And load the video. Hold on, we got something in the chat. Who was that? Who was the what? Coach of the year? Oh, okay. Hold on. Who was coach of the year? Let me see. I believe it was the Browns coach, but we'll double check that for you. Coach of the year. Oh, that's why you said that, because it was you, fool. That's funny. So Frank Castle, aka my man Jay Gibbs, out in the building. He was coach of the year, 14-2. Okay, much like me, came up short, in the playoffs, but yeah, kudos to your 14-2 record and getting your quarterback some accolades. First ever coach of the year, that's a lie. I don't believe that. You don't believe that yourself. I don't believe that. Much as you play Madden, I don't believe I was the first ever. But you know, it's up for debate. It's up for debate. Yeah, so let me load this video for you guys real quick, and then we'll get into the Pro Bowl, which is kind of fascinating because they give Pro Bowl awards at the end of the season, then they give the alternates the actual bid, and they don't get any points for it. But we'll review it anyway. All right, so here's the Pro Bowl. So looks like Will Greer and Justin Herbert got quarterbacks along with Cody Nolan and Lamar Jackson. You got Russell Wilson and Baker Mayfield as QB3. Aaron Jones and Chris Simpson get HB1. Ezekiel Elliott and Darius Geis get HB2. Dalvin Cook and Joe Mixon get HB3. Kyle Juszczyk and Cody Miller maybe fullbacks. Watkins and Gabriel fullbacks. You got DJ Chark and KJ Cummins, KJ Hamler and Johnny Webster. Henry Ruggs, Nathan Waters, Dustin Jeffries, Rico Gafford, Debo Samuels, Jerry Jeudy, Slayton Campbell, Irv Smith, Darren Waller, tight ends, Mark Andrews, Nate Andrews, N. Andrews. I think that's the Colts tight end. Got Kittle and Fant is tight end 3, Bakhtiari Stanley, Naglinski Wills, Pitt Nelson and Harrison, the guards, Jenkins and Bentonio, got Sherman and Robertson, Taylor Deckard and Harrison, the centers, Zach Martin and Eric McCoy. We got Brandon Scherf and Connor Williams, O'Neal and Conklin, Alanza and Collins. The ends with Drew Benson and Josh Allen, Joey Bosa and Bryce Callaway, Nick Bosa and Myles Garrett, David Clowney, Carl Lawson, Vita Vea, DeForest Buckner, Deron Payne, Grady Jarrett, Michael Pierce and Cooks, Charlie Elliott and Stanford, linebackers, Lorenzo Carter and Patrick McQueen, S. Best and Terrell Edmonds, Devin White and Kitchens, Sean Gary and Wilson, Tanner Muse and Harold Landry, Taylor Ramsey, Marlon Humphreys, Shaq Griffin, Truman, Nathan Wake, Marshawn Lattimore, Darius Slay, Ladarius Sneed, Davidson and Bates, Richard and McCullen, Tyree Ashmore, Terrell Evans, Isaiah Simmons and T. Johnson, McManus and Tucker, Zane Gonzalez and Sanchez, S. Woods and S. Oliver and Cheney and Bryce Love for punt returners. Ah, man. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. All right, boys. That's going to wrap it up, man. We're going to put this back up on YouTube, get this up and loaded and everything like that. And hopefully the Super Bowl gets completed. And we'll put the schedule out for season 7, man. Gear it up, man. Get this last full season in before Madden 22. Appreciate everybody's support. Appreciate everybody's dedication to the leagues thus far. And we'll get back at you with another video soon. Meantime, in between time, I'm your man, NBC. Peace.